countries. The last 5 opponents that Tyson Fury has fought have a record of 142-5-1. If there's a great fighter, he wants to fight him. It does concern me. He talked about potential retirement. That's why I love talking to him today, albeit via the Coward Global Satellite Network. Tyson Fury, the former unified heavyweight champ. So I saw that comment about, I don't know how long I'm going to fight. So, Tyson, I just got to ask you, where's your head at? How are you, I mean, is this a last fight potentially? Did he hear us? Tyson, can you hear me? No, I think he lost us. He looks fantastic, by the way. He's got a great suit. That is actually what I was going to wear to the fight. Let's get the microphones figured out to make sure he can hear us. He had said this week, potentially not going to fight forever. He's still fairly young. He's obviously great. Greg, you can tell me if we get the mic. I'll just wait for you. But I mean, that's the concern. Is his head in the right place? Like Tom Brady is 43 and still fighting for a contract. I worry when fighters go into a fight thinking this is it.
Anytime a athlete starts to discuss retirement, I start to wonder, because you have to have this otherworldly, top-level confidence, almost just invincible, godlike confidence in yourself to play and compete at that level, and especially in this sport. So it is the first thing that I question with that he has even mentioned retiring. Yeah, and I also think boxing and UFC is different than anything else in the world. You can have training in a team. You're by yourself. Yes. You're walking into a ring by yourself. And to me, there is nothing like fighting in the world. Of all the things I've covered in 30 years of doing this, boxing matches and heavyweight fights are the only thing that I get nervous 2 minutes before they step into the ring. It makes me get nervous. So I hear Tyson Fury can now hear us. Tyson, I was saying this earlier. You fought in 5 different countries. You duck nobody. You find the best fighters, and you demand that you fight them. But I saw a story this week that talked about a possible retirement. Can you clarify that, Tyson, for me? Clarify it. Where's your head at in terms of your future Saturday night moving forward?
My head's fantastic. You know, I'm just concentrating on this one fight that's in front of me. I have 3 fights left on my contract, and we're going to adjust when we come to the end of it, you know. But all I'm focusing on right now is the fight on Saturday night. Not long to wait before I kick Deontay Wilder's ass.
Now, you're going to go in a little heavier in this fight. Why?
You know, I was nice and light last time, and I boxed around the ring a lot. I was looking to box and move, stick and move. This time I'm looking to take him out early, so I put the weight on for more power, more strength, and more brute force.
Are you concerned that it makes you a little more vulnerable to get hit?
Not really. In order to hit me, he has to stand right in front of me, and that standing in front of me gives me the opportunity to knock him out as well.
When you fought Deontay, he's got obviously great punching power. He is a tremendous athlete. What did you learn from the first fight?
You know, I learned you have to focus for the full amount of time you're in the boxing ring, 36 minutes. And with Deontay Wilder, you take your focus off him for a second, and it only takes 1 second for him to land a dynamite punch. He landed 2 dynamite punches on me in the 12 rounds, and I obviously went down twice. But I got back up, got right back into him. Wilder was hurt quite a lot of times in the fight with me last time. But I never had enough energy to finish him with a long layoff. I had 3 years out the ring before that fight with only 2 low-level comeback fights. I jumped straight back in the ring, and it maybe was too soon, but it was a dare-to-be-great move. You know, Deontay Wilder and his team, they thought they cherry-picked me. They thought I was right for the taking after such a long layoff, 147-pound weight loss. But, you know, it's never over until it's over, and I'm living proof that anything can happen in life, that's for sure.
I watched it yesterday. Do you think he respects you?
He has to respect me. I'm the only guy he's never knocked out. I'm the only guy he's hit flush, knocked down, and I got back up and got right back into him. So Deontay Wilder has got mental issues at the moment because he's hit me with his best 2 punches clean for free. and it put me down, but I got back up. And every other man he's ever hit before has stayed down. So that psychologically has to have an effect on him, a long-lasting effect. And I saw something yesterday in the press conference where he said, yeah, the only way he can ever beat Tyson Fury is nail him to the canvas. That's very, very true, Deontay. And you ain't the man to do it, Mosh, I tell you that.
How has your training been different? Has your diet been different? Go back to your training last time and this time. How has it been different?
It's been different. I've had a full-time nutritionist live with me and do the cooking with me, George Lockhart. He's really made things life a lot easier. Before, I wasn't eating fruit and vegetables. I wasn't eating the right kind of stuff. And I was still dropping weight, you know. This time I've been eating 6 meals a day. I've been drinking everything, all the water I need to drink, 2 gallons a day. I've been doing everything correct. I've been to bed early, woke up early, ate, slept, drank, boxing. No distractions. Nothing. So this time it's going to be an easy fight. I promise you that.
Is there ever, I don't know anybody not watching it. This is going to be a massive heavyweight fight, perhaps the biggest in the States in a decade. Is there any anxiety? I know you're a great boxer and a champion, but you are going to be in the ring and millions watching you. Do you get nervous 48 hours before it?
Not at all. You know, this is what I was born to do. This is what I was destined to be. In Las Vegas, topping the bills here in the entertainment capital of the world. This is it. Don't get scared now. And I don't believe Wilder can say the same thing. This is Wilder's, like, second fight on the biggest stage he's had. One of them, first one was with me. Second one was with me. The experience on this matter lies with me. After I toppled the long-reigning world champion Vladimir Klitschko in Germany. This is nothing new to me, to come to a fighter's backyard and fight them in their own country and beat them. I've done this. I made a career on doing it. So this is nothing different. It's time to shine, you know. I'm here in Las Vegas. From Morecambe to MGM. What a change. It's been a dream come true, you know, signing up with Top Rank and ESPN. It's been a great icing on the cake. It's put cherries on the top of my trifle, this has. It's what I was born to do, and here I am performing at the highest level of the world watching on Saturday night. And I know for a fact that both fighters are going to give it everything and leave nothing in the tank. Everything will be emptied in the ring. Everything. I promise that.
Tyson, your dad boxed, your family boxed. You also have very good representation. A lot of times for fighters, there's a lot of people in your ear before a big fight. Who do you rely on Saturday night if you need advice?
You know, I never need advice. I've been doing this job too long. I've got my training team around me. Nobody else matters on the night. I always ask the big fella upstairs for guidance and health and strength. And that's it, really. You know, I know I've worked hard. I'm in fantastic shape. I couldn't have done anything more to prepare for this fight. You're going to see the best Tyson Fury in his prime, and you're going to see the best Deontay Wilder in his prime, too.
Will you be aggressive opening bell?
Yes. Round 1, I'm on him. I'll be all over him like a cheap suit. Don't worry about that.
By the way, you are not wearing a cheap suit. You are wearing a beautiful suit. Where did you get that?
Why, thank you very much. This is the, a.k.a. the Big Dosser suit, Deontay Wilder suit. Yeah, this is made by Claudio Lulu, who always look after me on all these big fights, and they have done for the last 5 or 6 years. So big shout out to those guys, and they never fail to impress me with their new designs, keeping it spicy.
All right. Finally, you've got a couple of days, about 48 hours to this thing. What do you do, Tyson, to get your mind right, get hydrated? What are your next 48 hours like?
The next 48 hours are chilled, calm, relaxed. I've done all the work. I'm just enjoying all the media now and doing all my commitments I have to do. Taking it all in my stride, enjoying every minute. And that's it, you know, living life, living life. The fight ain't here yet. We're still only it's still only Thursday, you know. I've got thousands of fans that's travelled over from all around the world. Just want to say a massive thank you to all those guys for making this dream a reality. And I will not disappoint on Saturday night. I'm going to give it my best shot, and I'm sure it's going to be more than enough.
Well, my late mother was from the UK. I have followed you for a long time. You are a great spirit and in a remarkable story. We wish you the best of luck, and congratulations on your success, Tyson. Thank you.
Thank you very much. God bless.
All right. Look at him. Boxing matches are so great. How great is that? He said his wardrobe makes him spicy. I like that.
Keeping it spicy.
No, this is going to be fantastic. You know what, man? We're so lucky because not all. When I was a kid, Muhammad Ali was the champ. Muhammad was full of personality. Joe Frazier wasn't. And then Larry Holmes wasn't. Mike Tyson really wasn't. Lennox Lewis was. Evander Holyfield would definitely talk. Sugar Ray Leonard had big personality. Pacquiao a little bit. Mayweather's a talker. I always feel lucky. You know, boxers are very interesting. We've got two guys. These are the two outside of Muhammad Ali. He's maybe the two most verbal and expressive and chatty and talkative and funny heavyweights we've ever had.
Yeah, it's wonderful because it's a crucial part of the fight game is selling the fight. Who's the villain? Who's the A side? Who are you supposed to root for if you don't, know these guys? Like, it's such a big part of the fight game, selling the fight and building the interest and intrigue and tension. So, yeah, they've both done an amazing job. It's going to be a great fight.
Deontay Wilder's a slight underdog to Tyson Fury. It's a go-either-way fight for me. He has more weight. We see if he's slightly less mobile. He wanted it for more punching power. They fought before. They will not dance around the ring much. They'll meet. They'll fight very quickly. Can't wait. Man, I love boxing. As I said earlier, they don't do a lot of 30 for 30s on the flyweight division. These are two massive men who will go right at it at the MGM. Coming up next, okay, second half. I could have used an NBA game last night. I saw Mark Cuban on the internet. It's like, God, I could really go for an NBA game tonight. So about 25 to 28 games left. The team you have is the team you're mostly stuck with. The coach you have, what you're stuck with. We'll play the three-word game. I think we'd always do this before the NBA season. Now we go down the stretch. I still think you can explain every team in the NBA. I'll take the top 5 teams, Eastern, Western Conference, sum them up, their chance for a title. The three-word game is coming up. We're in the age of basketball superstars. And, it can feel like most teams, except the Knicks, they have an all-world talent somewhere. But remember, just because somebody's good now doesn't mean they stay good forever. You see it all the time. A star who used to be an MVP just stops putting in the time, doesn't prep, doesn't show up, tactics, teammates, whatever. The key is their drive. Now, superstars can struggle with keeping drive. What about us mere mortals? Want to stay ready? Make sure to check out M-Drive, the everyday supplement for guys with drive, the energy, strength, lean muscle, you name it, one supplement. Packed with ingredients, clinically tested to boost healthy T levels. Make sure you're in those highlight reels. Go to mdriveformen.com. The code is HEARD. 20% off your first purchase. Also available at Rite Aid, Vitamin Shop, and Walgreens. M-Drive. It's not for everybody. It's for the driven.